Hello everyone and welcome back to Diz TV. Today is the second annual Dissy Awards, my awards for Disney for 2021. So let's dive right in. First things first, so thankful for each and every one of you here today as we look back on 2021 and also look ahead to 2022. But this is ultimately a celebration, all the accomplishments that has happened this year in the world of Disney for 2021. Without further ado, let's dive in to the first award. And that is most anticipated for 2022. While we are going to look back on 2021 and the rest of today, I do want to take a time and moment to just look forward to next year. There's a lot of exciting things happening as the world continues to get better, to strive, and introduce some brand new things. And here are our three nominees for the most anticipated of 2022. First one is Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Star Wars series set to premiere on Disney Plus next year. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness Marvel movie coming out May 6th of next year. And Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, a brand new Omni coaster at Epcot that will be premiering summer of next year. And the award goes to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Without a doubt, Obi-Wan Kenobi is my personal favorite Star Wars character. Let me know yours in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. But with that, I am very excited for this series. I love Obi-Wan. I love the time period that it's set in. And I cannot wait for this series to debut on Disney Plus next year. Our next award is the Rediscovered Award. This is something that I haven't paid attention to or haven't watched in a very long time, and in a sense, rediscovered my love for it this year, 2021. And the nominees for this award are Indiana Jones, Avengers Assemble, the cartoon series, and Disney Fireworks. There were no fireworks back in 2020. And I hadn't been to the Disney parks up till 2020 since 2017. So it had been at the time, 3 years since I watched fireworks. And the winner for this award is Disney Fireworks. Now, it was such a joy to see fireworks come back in August when we took that little surprise trip, got to film Happily Ever After for a final time, and got to watch that amazing show. The last time I was at a Disney park with fireworks was Happily Ever After, the year it first started. So to see it towards its end, plus also get to see the new show Harmonious, as well as Enchantment, it was just great to see Disney Fireworks again. Our next award is the Score of the Year. Now what I mean by this is music. Each movie or show that has released this year has some music. Whether it is lyrical music, like Encanto, or it is scores, which is instrumental music that helps to sell a scene, to make it feel exciting, or sad, or whatever that may be. But let's take a look at the nominees for the Score of the Year. First one is Spider-Man No Way Home by Michael Giacchino. Loki, the Disney Plus series by Natalie Holt. And Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings by Joel P. West. Joel P. West and Natalie Holt. Both are relative newcomers to the Disney family and to just Marvel in general. But the award for Best Score of the Year goes to Spider-Man No Way Home by Michael Giacchino. This score is phenomenal. He just continues to be a phenomenal musician and a phenomenal composer. Giacchino did a phenomenal job with the last Spider-Man score. All of them were great, but Giacchino did a phenomenal job. Our next award is New Addition. This is something I've added to my personal and growing collection this year that I am most excited to have. And the nominees are my Savi's lightsaber, which is right here, my Luke Skywalker lightsaber, which is down there, both from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and the 50th anniversary pins, or just 50th anniversary merchandise. And the winner for Best New Addition to my collection is the Savi saber. I mean, come on. This thing is just beautiful. Of course, you can create your own at Savi's Workshop. Yes, it is quite expensive, but it is worth it. I love it. It's awesome. And it's my own. It's my own custom saber, and I think that's just something pretty darn special. The next award is Best New Thing of the Year. This is something that was introduced or added to this year that is just exciting. It's not a movie, it's not a show, so because they have their own awards, but it's just something new that has been added to Disney in some way this year. And the nominees are Disney's Harmonious at Epcot, Disney Enchantment at Magic Kingdom, the Epcot Spaceship Earth Lights at Epcot, and the 50th anniversary decorations on top of Cinderella's castle at the Magic Kingdom. And the winner is the Epcot lighting package on top of Spaceship Earth. This thing, when you see it, is beautiful. There's nothing to really compare it to. It is, in every way, shape, or form, beautiful. And I love it. It was really well done, and I cannot wait to see it again. Seriously, it's so cool. Next is Resort of the Year. We had the privilege of staying at 3 resorts this year for each time we went down to Walt Disney World this year. We had the privilege of staying at 3 resorts this year, and our nominees are the Polynesian Resort, Art of Animation, and Coronado Springs. And the winner is the Polynesian Resort. This is one of my favorite resorts. I love it. It is super close to the Magic Kingdom, and it is just beautiful inside and out. I love the DVC rooms that they have there, and it really is just a beautiful resort. All the resorts we stayed at this year were great. I really did enjoy all the resorts that we got to stay at this year. Next is Best Supporting Actor. These, of course, are actors who didn't have a main role in a specific series or movie, but they were instrumental in helping our main characters, or were just a good part of the action. And so our supporting actors/actresses, the nominees are Florence Pugh, Black Widow, David Arbor, Black Widow, Benedict Cumberbatch in What If and Spider-Man No Way Home, and Awkwafina in both Raya and the Last Dragon, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And the winner is Benedict Cumberbatch in What If and Spider-Man No Way Home. We got a lot of Doctor Strange this year, and we're going to get a lot more next year with Multiverse of Madness, but Benedict Cumberbatch continues to impress in this role, and him in What If, playing a different iteration of the character, as well as, of course, what he was able to do and his performance in Spider-Man No Way Home. He just did a fantastic job. Our next award is Best Actress of the Year. Again, similar to the last one, these are actresses that performed extremely well in their movie or show. And our nominees are Elizabeth Olsen in WandaVision, Emily Blunt in The Jungle Cruise, and Emma Stone in Cruella. All these actresses did phenomenal jobs, but the winner of Best Actress of the Year goes to Elizabeth Olsen. She was out of her mind playing Wanda Maximoff in WandaVision, and man, I'm excited to see how her character continues to grow in Doctor Strange 2. Lots to look forward to with her character. She just did a phenomenal job with this character, and cannot wait to see more of her. Next is Best Actor of the Year, and there were a lot of good actors, and just in general, a lot of good actors and actresses performing either new or returning roles to any of the movies we got to see this year. So grateful also just to see movies in a theater again. It was just really cool. But again, similar to the other two awards, these are actors that performed extremely well in their respective movies or shows. So let's dive in to our list of nominees, shall we? Tom Hiddleston with Loki, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in The Jungle Cruise, Tom Holland in Spider-Man No Way Home, Anthony Mackie in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Simu Liu in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And Best Actor of the Year goes to Tom Holland in Spider-Man No Way Home. I know a lot of people have had a lot of complaints with Tom's iteration of the character, but he really stepped into his own in this movie and delivered a above and beyond performance as Peter Parker Spider-Man. And he just did a fantastic job with this character. Don't want to go into it too much because it's still a relatively new movie, but he did a phenomenal job. Now moving on to some of the entertainment that we got to see this year, kicking it off with Best Documentary Series. This is something that we got to see over time on Disney Plus and learning some new things along the way. And our two nominees are the Assembled series, which took a look at the behind the scenes of different Marvel productions, whether it was the shows or the movies that released in 2021. And Behind the Attraction, a brand new series taking a look behind some of our favorite Disney attractions, as well as the development into those attractions. And the award goes to Behind the Attraction. This show was really, really cool to see. I always love learning anything I can about the Disney park history, and to learn about some of my favorite rides was just awesome. Moving on to Best Shorts of the Year. This is 10 minutes or less series-ish stuff that we got this year. And these are stuff that just are a lot of fun, a quick put on, and then they're done. Our nominees are Doug Days, Pixar Popcorn, and Olaf Presents. And the winner is Doug Days. This was a lot of fun. It's very, very cute. I could put Olaf Presents up there as well. That was also done very, very well. But Doug Days, I think, was just something a little extra needed, especially with the dynamic between Carl and, of course, Doug. And I think it especially hit home with it happening just after Ed Asner had passed away. But what a great short series that we got to see on Disney Plus this year. Next is Best Character of the Year. Now, this doesn't matter where it is, whether they had a lot of screen time or no screen time, which makes no sense, but these are characters that were memorable this year, had a huge impact on entertainment for 2021, or were just a lot of fun to see on screen. And our nominees are Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Wanda, and Mirabel. And the winner is Spider-Man. I mean, come on. You gotta give it to Spider-Man. He was just such a cool character to see on screen in just any form, whether it was What If or it was, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home. He made his impact felt. Our next one is the Best Animated Show of the Year. We got some good animated stuff this year, and our three nominees are The Bad Batch, What If, and Star Wars Visions. And the winner of this award goes to The Bad Batch. This was quite a surprise of a series. I wasn't really someone who was really wanting a Bad Batch series, but it was quite the surprise, and we get to dive into more of the effects of the Empire, how it got started, all this other stuff that we got to see, really just helping to tie some questions or to answer some questions that some of us Star Wars fans have been wanting to hear. And so, what a quite surprise. Next is Best Show of the Year. This is all the live action shows that we got to see from this year. And this list is a predominantly Marvel list, with, of course, our nominees being WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and Hawkeye. And the winner is Loki. This show was beyond anything I could have imagined or expected. It was stellar, and getting to dive into the multiverse with this show was just such fun. It is a surprise and a delight. All these shows really were just stellar and really, really good. Happy to have seen all of them, and just they all help to further these characters even more than what we've seen from them in the MCU movies. Marvel did such a phenomenal job with these series, and I cannot wait to see some of the other ones coming next year. Next is Best Animated Movie of the Year. We got some cool animated movies. Our second to last award is Movie of the Year. This one is a big one. We had some really solid movies this year. Of course, last year we really didn't get a lot of movies just because of the pandemic, and getting to see a lot of these movies, whether it was through Premiere Access or it was just something that popped onto Disney Plus, or to actually see it in theaters, all of these movies were solid. And our three nominees are The Jungle Cruise, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and Spider-Man No Way Home. And the winner of Movie of the Year goes to Spider-Man No Way Home. This movie was everything I wanted and more. It is an enjoyable movie from beginning to end. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you see it. It is a lot of fun. It's a great movie, and all of those movies that were nominated are all fun movies. Both Shang-Chi and The Jungle Cruise are available on Disney Plus currently. Suggest checking them out. And the last award is the Best Division of the Year award. Now, what does this mean? This means the specific para companies within the Disney organization, whether it's Lucasfilm, Pixar, Marvel Studios, Walt Disney Animation, the Parks Division, etc. All of these are different divisions within the Disney company, and some of them have really, really great years, and we have 3 nominees for this year. The first one is Walt Disney Animation. They released 2 movies this year, with Raya and the Last Dragon and Encanto being the most recent one. One at the beginning of the year, one towards the end of the year. Both really solid movies. Marvel Studios had a bounce back year with Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man No Way Home, and on top of that, had a bunch of Disney Plus shows: The Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, What If. They had a bounce back year after taking a break in 2020. They had a lot to offer for us this year. And last but not least, the Disney parks, opening up Avengers Campus over at Disneyland, which I want to get to see at some point. Like, seriously, it looks so cool. Or, of course, the Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration that kicked off on October 1st. Was really cool to be a part of that. they had a big year and a big bounce back year, even though getting to reopen Disneyland earlier this year. And the winner of Best Division of the Year goes to two of these, and that is Marvel Studios and the Disney parks. I can't decide between both of them because they had such a bounce back year, both of these companies. Marvel Studios really gave us a ton of content this year. But then you have, of course, the Disney parks with the 50th anniversary, and I know some people will say it's a disappointment, but some of the stuff that we got to see and experience is awesome. And being able to go to the Disney parks this year was just awesome. And on top of that, the big thing with this year was Disneyland reopening to the public. Man, they missed it. I mean, after a year of no Disneyland whatsoever, for Disneyland to reopen, not only reopen, but also introduce a brand new land in Avengers Campus, they had a stellar year this year. And I can't give it to just one. I have to give it to both Marvel Studios and the Disney parks. They had a phenomenal year. What a year 2021 was. I just want to say a special thank you to all of you. Whether it is traveling to Disney World 3 times this past year, April, August, and of course October 1st for the 50th anniversary, or it's being able to sit down and just talk movies, shows, and top 10s, and reviews, and all this stuff on this brand new set behind me. All the stuff that we've just been able to do this year. And I am very thankful for all of you for joining along. Whether you have been here since the beginning or you have been here just this year, I want to say thank you to every single one of you. You make this very, very special. And so I'm so thankful for all of you. Let me know in the comments down below, what is some of your favorite things from this year? You can name a top 5, you can name a top 1. It doesn't really matter to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining in this year. There's a lot of exciting things coming in 2022, not just Disney-wise, but here on the channel for Diz TV. I'm so excited for next year, but I'll talk about it next year. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell to be notified if you want to. You don't have to. For more videos on Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, the parks, and so much more, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a magical day. Happy New Year. Goodbye.